Dustin Zaner with Creating the Difference. Welcome to a new 4-part series where we're going to be explaining how to prepare for Junior Gold. Junior Gold is one of the largest youth tournaments in the world, and you want to go in prepared. So let's first talk about practice. You should always start your practices off with some drills. 15 to 20 minutes of drills can go a long way to becoming a better bowler. So here are the drills. Kneeling drill, no-step drill, 1-step drill, 3-step drill, and then finally working on getting in front of the ball return. Working on these drills every single time you practice is going to make you become a better bowler and prepare yourself for Junior Gold. Now let's talk about practicing with a purpose. You should always go into your practices having a plan of what you're going to work on. For example, maybe one day you work on targeting, and the next day you work on release versatility. Switching things up day to day will help you become a better bowler. Now let's talk about an example practice schedule. Maybe your practice schedule looks like this. You start off with 15 minutes of drills, 25 minutes of single pin spares, 20 minutes targeting, and then finishing out your practice with 15 minutes of a competitive aspect. Maybe it's shooting 8 10 pins in a row or 8 7 pins in a row. However you want to do it to put that competitive aspect into practice. And most importantly, you want to make practice specific to you. Work on what you need, and then you'll become a better bowler. Now let's talk about focus while you're practicing. It can be very easy to get distracted while you're practicing, whether it be friends or other people around. But it's very important to give the amount of focus that you would in competition in practice. And just think, would it be beneficial for you to get distracted while you're bowling Junior Gold? Unfortunately, it wouldn't. So having that high level of focus both in practice and in competition can go a long way. And finally, remember this saying, practice how you play. Would you want to mess around while you're practicing or mess around while you're at Junior Gold? No, you wouldn't. So practice how you play. Having a high level of focus will make practices more beneficial for you. Now that your practices at your home center are done, it's time for practices at Junior Gold. So what are some things that you should think about during that practice session? You should normalize yourself with the center. Understand the pattern you're bowling on and that can be slightly tweaked when it's time for competition. Next, you want to finalize your arsenal. Think about what balls you're going to take into competition. Work on that high level of focus, practice how you play. And finally, take notes on what you're seeing. Notes about the center, notes about the pattern, notes about what your other competitive bowlers are doing. All of these things would help your practices go really well. Now let's talk about the practice schedule you should have at the practice sessions at Junior Gold. For the first 10 to 15 minutes, you're bowling on the fresh. So it's going to be very important to work on launch angles, different bowling balls, as well as different surface combinations. For the next 10 to 15 minutes, the pattern's starting to break down. You're going to be migrating left if you're a right-hander. You should still try other bowling balls and different surfaces. Finally, for the remainder of the practice, the pattern is broken down. You can still continue to try other bowling balls, but you should also try spare shooting. Familiarize yourself with the center and make sure your spare shooting is in a good place. Good practice habits will not only help you become a better bowler, but your enjoyment of the event will go up. It is also very important to have your arsenal in order going into the first block. So having standing pads and polish in your bowling bag is very important to have your surfaces in order. We have created the Junior Gold Service Kit that's available on ctdbowling.com. If you use the code JRGOLDPICKUP, that's Junior Gold Pickup, you will receive a discount when picking up your order at our booth in Detroit. If you have any more questions or need more information, check us out at ctdbowling.com. Dustin Zaner with Creating the Difference. Have a great day.